everybody, thank you for stopping by my channel and welcome to my home. Today's video is going to be a deep clean of my kids' playroom and my daughter's bedroom. We're going to be dusting, vacuuming, putting things away, organizing, making everything look back in order. Things had gotten a little bit out of control in these rooms, so let's go ahead and jump on into it. We're going to go ahead and get started first in my daughter's playroom. This is going to be a very realistic clean with me. Most days if I'm doing any cleaning, actually every day if I'm doing any cleaning, since I'm a stay-at-home mom, I usually have two little helpers along with me for the ride. My oldest really loves helping me out. She's 2.5 years old. That's just kind of the phase she's in right now. So when I told her I was going to clean, she went ahead and pulled all of her toy bins off her shelf and was ready to help me wipe it all down. It's pretty typical for a day of cleaning around this house. Okay, so I'm going to obviously get started on this big shelving unit. It had been a while since I had really taken everything off and gotten it wiped down really well. So when I'm dusting anything, I like to do it in two parts. I will start off with a dry duster like the Swiffer duster or a microfiber cloth if I have one laying around. Then I like to go back over it with some kind of either multi-surface spray or something like a Pledge that's specifically for dusting. Today I'm using the Mrs. Meyer's Peppermint multi-surface spray. It's just been one of my favorites lately. It just makes things smell so clean, but it's not overpowering. So I've been using it on anything you can use it on, really. So after I tackle the shelf and the blinds, it's time to get the floor cleaned up. My daughter, like I said, loves to help me clean as far as wiping things down. That's pretty much the beginning and end of her interest in helping me clean. It's a much harder sell to try and get her to help clean up toys. So you see that even with these blocks, I end up doing most of it. Okay, as I'm cleaning up the floor, you're going to see me start to take some things out of the room and stick them into this closet I have over here. My intention is to eventually start a toy rotation. I would love to declutter some of the toys that we have around this house, but the problem is that I have one kid growing out of toys, and then as you can see in that little swing over there, I have another baby who is going to be growing right into them. So it just doesn't really feel like the right time to be getting rid of anything. So I'm at least going to rotate some toys, and maybe when I bring them out of the closet and switch things up, they will get played with more often. At least that's the goal. We'll see how it works out. Okay, so this next thing that I'm showing you guys here is a really fun attachment to my vacuum cleaner. I have the cordless Shark Ion, I think it's called a Duo Flex, and I love this thing for many reasons, and one of them is this attachment. I love to use this to dust off things that are a little bit more delicate. So things like lampshades, or you'll see me get to the top of my curtains around my window. It just works really, really well to get dust off of stuff like that. I know some people like to use like a lint roller, and I've tried that, and it does a decent job, but I find that sometimes it kind of leaves that sticky residue behind, and this little attachment on my vacuum just doesn't do that. So I definitely prefer to whip that thing out and use that anytime I need to dust off something like my lampshades or I don't know, just anything delicate. I also love to use it actually on some of the artificial flowers that I have around my house. It works so well on those. Alright, it is time for the best part of cleaning videos, in my opinion. One of the most satisfying chores that I have to do, and that is getting those vacuum lines into that carpet. They never last long enough in this house. I mean, that's just the way it goes. When you have small kids and a dog, life is crazy and the carpets are constantly messy. Okay, now you are going to notice that I vacuum in many different directions. I don't just kind of go over it super quick and boom, I'm done. And that's for a few reasons. I know it looks crazy to some. I know it looks like overkill. And on some days, it might feel that way, honestly, while I do it. But here's the thing. This carpet is kind of that shaggy material, and it's not my favorite. It's just what came with the house when we bought it, and we can't afford to change it out right now, and that's okay. So we live with it, and one of the ways I can keep up with it is vacuuming it this way.
It's a shame that my hands start shaking all of the time when you're around me. But this time, girl, I know what's bothering me. I need somebody to love. Oh, nah, 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 nah. Don't you see what's wrong with me? I need somebody to love.
Next, you're going to see me change out the attachment head on my vacuum once again, and it is time for me to clean off this couch. My daughter does eat some snacks in here, and my dog sometimes does get onto this couch and lounges around, and so it's a little bit worn. So it felt really, really good to get those vacuum lines into this thing and get all those crumbs and all that dog hair off of it. And just like with the floor, it didn't last very long. I think these vacuum lines were completely disappeared. I don't know, maybe an hour after I filmed this. Next, I'm going to go ahead and change out the bedding in this pack and play. My youngest is 6 months and she's still sleeping in here because she does wake a lot during the night. My plan is eventually to have the girls' room share, but that just isn't feasible right now with how often Hayden's waking up. Now you're going to see a real life moment. My poor little girl, she is always on the move. I'm rarely paying attention to where she's going. She was fine. This kind of thing happens all the time. I'm sure some of you other moms out there with little kiddos can relate. She was totally okay though. Once I picked her up and gave her a hug, she was ready to take that laundry down into the laundry room and get on with it.
Sometimes when I'm reasoning about us, I know you got me, it's so effortless. Back to back we would carry on and we'd do anything for what we started. But this time we could break. I'm running dry, everything's the same. We'll try tonight, but this time we're not safe and sound. Not safe and sound. What if I'm no good for you? What if you're no good for me? Yeah. What if I'm no good for you? What if you're no good for me? Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to get started in my daughter's room now, and the first thing we're going to do is get her bed stripped and change the sheets over. I wish I could say that I have a specific day that I always get this done, but there really isn't a schedule. It's just one of those when I'm in her room cleaning things up and I notice that it's time and I'll just get it done. I want to change that. I would like to have more of a laundry schedule because lately I have chaos going on in the laundry room and there's always piles and I can't keep up with it at the moment, which is crazy because I do not have that big of a family or that much laundry in my opinion. But the plan is eventually to come up with a schedule, so I'll let you know what that ends up being later on. And there's a real life moment for you. As soon as her bed is fresh, she is in it and getting under those covers. Oh. I tell you, toddlers are funny. And then you see that she has gone ahead and taken the duster off of the Swiffer duster and is asking to clean. So I go ahead and put it back on there for her and give her something that she can do. Again, she's my little helper. She loves to try and help me clean.
Whenever you need my help, I'm taking my time to be your rock. I don't know wanna be.
So I am obviously using these same products in this room as I did in the playroom. I'm just really loving this peppermint scent, especially in her room. I just feel like it's so light and clean smelling. It's just the perfect smell for a kid's room. So I love using it to wipe down all her shelves and her furniture. So I'm going to go ahead and clean off these blinds as well, just like I did in the playroom. I'm going to do that 2-part dusting method. I'm going to start off with the dry dust with my Swiffer, and then I'm going to wipe it off down with my Mrs. Meyer's peppermint and a microfiber cloth.
Show you something new. You gotta know, every day I got your back. Yeah, you can count on me. Yeah. So put your hand in mine. I will be there every day. When you're sick of the climb, I will make sure it's okay. I know you didn't ask for any of this, but we reach for the sky as we're flying colors now. As we're flying colors now. I wanna be close to you.
So you'll see my little girl Meredith was at it again. I turned around to get to the other window and she was 5 steps ahead of me and already taking the books off of her shelf to get that wiped down too. She just could not wait.
Shooting me with words, but I won't let them bruise. Even though it hurts, I won't show it to you. 'Cause it will ricochet, I won't let it bite. I will look at you and tell you that I'm alright. Like a ricochet, it will come back to you. Let me tell you, not because my eyes are open, your words will keep bouncing away. And even if you're trying to hurt me, my skin's getting thicker each day. I don't know how you fall asleep.
the fun vacuum line part again. I just love watching this. I want to talk about my vacuum just one more time because honestly, I'm so impressed with it. I'm obviously not sponsored. This is my first video ever on YouTube, but I have lower back issues, and that was one of the things that really sent me in the direction of getting a cordless vacuum in the first place. Those upright ones are just way too heavy to push around, and it would hurt every time I did it. But aside from the lightweight nature of having a cordless vacuum, the fact that I can push a button on the back of this thing and it folds in half and I can vacuum under furniture with zero strain and, little effort with, maximum turnout is amazing. I'm so impressed with this vacuum, you guys. I can't say enough good things about it. So if you're in the market, this is my recommendation, 100%. And here's the end result of this room. I think both really turned out really nice. It had been so long since I had really done a good deep clean instead of just a tidy up in these rooms. I felt like a weight had been lifted off my shoulders because I had really been putting this off. Anyway, I want to take a minute and say thank you for stopping by my channel. Thank you for coming over to my house and spending some time cleaning with me today. I really hope that this helped give you some motivation to tackle some kind of project. Let it be cleaning, organizing, decluttering, anything that you have in your home to do today, big or small. I hope that this helped inspire you to get up and get to it. If you liked what you saw today, I encourage you to leave a thumbs up, like this video, and really consider subscribing. I would love to have you. These are the kind of videos I'm going to continue to post, along with some other things like decluttering, organization, and some home decor. So I would really love to see you again. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great day, and until the next time, I'll see you later.